In Adobe Illustrator, you can really accelerate creating illustrations using Adobe Firefly. In this example here, I'm working on creating a new logo for a service offering that we're going to be creating called Care Services. So I want to create a new logo design. So if I go and add a new rectangle in here, I'm just going to add this in here. What I can then do is I can then go to where it says generate vectors, which allows us to create a number of different content types, including scenes, subjects, and in this case, I'm going to choose icon. So within here, I want a couple of different elements inside of my logo. I'm going to say medicine, and I'm also going to say hands. And along with that, you also have other options like being able to choose style references. If there's other things that are inside of the design, I can use that as reference to take some of the things like the colors and stuff, as well as many other options I can choose, such as effects, so determine whether it's a flat design, geometric, etc., as well as things like color and tone. So in this case, I'm going to say I want it to be a flat design and click on generate. And here we go. We can see our new icon or logo in here. We also have a few different options we can choose from. You know what? I actually kind of like this one. This is looking pretty cool. And just as you'd expect in Adobe Illustrator, you can also go in and each of these different elements are separate vector elements. So I can go ahead and customize and change this to however I need it to be. All right, so now if I go ahead and resize that, that's looking pretty good. But I might also want to change maybe the color on this as well, because I want it to align with some of my other colors down below here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go to my swatches. I'm going to add my color as a swatch. Actually, I already have it already in here. And so then what I can do is I can now take this and I'm going to go up to Edit Colors and say Generative Recolor, which is going to use Firefly to change the colors of my vector content based on a text prompt. So in this case, we're going to say purple hues like lavender, because that's kind of the inspiration that we had on that. And in fact, what we can even do is we can even choose a specific color like the one we have here to click on generate, and then that's going to change the color of my vector content and include that as part of that. So there we go. That looks pretty good. And now I have a quick example of a logo that I can now use for my new service here. So that is generative vectors inside of Adobe Illustrator, as well as generative recolor, making it easy for me to take some of the ideas that I have in my head and be able to generate new vector graphics in just a quick moment.